Hi, good afternoon. Let's talk about the row crops. Let's talk about corn in particular. That's the big one. It's the one that's been getting yanked around by those USDA reports. Let's talk frost. I mean, if you're a bull, that's the kind of talk that you're going to like to hear. Whether or not that comes to fruition, probably not. But this market's been so beaten up, we've been only really looking to the upside, which does concern me a little bit because we really haven't talked about the downside, and we could still bleed out a little bit down there. So frost, if you're a bull, you're going to need to see this happen and kind of get us some more legs to rocket this thing higher, because we've got something to worry about in the near term, which is going to be the October the 10th USDA report, right? So frost coming in to the USDA report, maybe that could set up for a little bit of action to the upside. But the problem is everybody's talking like that, right? We've got managed money that's still short. They've gotten this break right. If you see a rally, it's probably going to help to be started by the managed shorts getting out of the market or covering their shorts. So we're going to have to wait and see what the USDA gives us on October the 10th. But typically speaking, as we get closer and closer towards the end of the year, these USDA numbers get less and less volatile. So if we do get something that pops us to the upside, that'll be good. It will also be fueled by what the managed shorts that will have to get out. But if not, the problem is I still think that could weigh heavily on prices. So again, it'll be up to what we get out of the USDA. But we don't have enough folks focusing on staying even or looking at the downside. Everybody's looking to the upside, and I don't like it that way, because that seems to me that we've got too many people on the wrong side of the boat. So today was a good example, though, psychologically speaking. It's hard to explain to some people sometimes. We had mildly bearish numbers overnight with crop conditions actually improving. This late in the game, that wouldn't really be that big of a deal in a normal year, but it makes a difference this year. But you still saw these markets rally. Why did they rally? Well, we're very quiet today. And if we see the markets very quiet and we get some bearish news and the market doesn't go down on news that you thought it should, that means there's not going to be anybody here to help you out of your position. So you're going to have to buy it back yourself, or at least squeeze the market higher to do so. And so we saw a psychological move higher today because the markets were quiet. There weren't any new sellers to the market on the back of the fact we got that news last night. So we got a little bit of a squeeze. So a psychological rally, which is very interesting. A lot of guys get confused about having the right position on with the right news, but it doesn't work out for them. That's a good reason why. So keep an eye on that, but we're all going to be really looking at October the 10th.